What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yo, we are back. We are so back. We are so back that I don't even know what to say after that. But we rhymed anyway. Listen, today at this recording, right now, as I am recording, it is election day. It is election day. There's a think piece that I've been pondering on since Joe Biden been ousted by his own party and taken out the race. It's two words that's in my head right now, and it's dangerous precedent. Not president as in a president of a country. Precedent. Precedent. Let's look up precedent right now, if you don't know what that is. What does precedent mean? Precedent is an act. It's two for law. A legal decision or form of proceeding serving as an authoritative rule or pattern in future similar or analogous cases. 2. Any act, decision, or case that serves as a guide or justification for subsequent situations. Now, let me put that in layman's terms for you, and let me try to put it in a sentence. Let me try to put it in a situation. Right now, we are faced with a potential dangerous precedent, which means a candidate lost their opportunity at the presidency. The candidate that got put in front of us and was selected to be put in front of us as the substitute did not go through the democratic processes to earn that spot. You're supposed to have a primary. People are supposed to compete for the nomination, which is a part of the democratic process. And it did not happen. So, when I tell y'all this is a dangerous precedent, hopefully by the time this video comes out, I don't know if it's going to come out today. It's going to come out probably tomorrow after election day. If Kamala wins, the precedent that it sets is that a candidate could say, yo, I'm sick. Or within the staff of the candidate that's losing, yo, we're going to decide to switch candidates right now, even though that you're the top nominee, but this guy right here is more popular than you. Or you said the wrong thing. And the backdraft of you saying that wrong thing is going to cause us to lose this election. So we're going to substitute you out and pick another candidate to run for you with no primary. This is a dangerous precedent. When you're a judge, right? Let's bring back the precedent. Let's bring back the precedent definition. In law, a legal decision or form proceeding serving as an authoritative rule or pattern in future similar or analogous cases. 2. An act, decision, or case that serves as a guide or justification for subsequent situations. Say if I'm right now in Georgia I have a case against me. Uh, Me versus the state of Georgia. God forbid that happens, right? I'm the defendant. I commit some type of crime, but I am in the respective details of the case, I am innocent. Controversially, I become innocent. If somebody else has a similar case in any other state, especially if it's in the same state, whoever committed the crime that I committed under similar circumstances, the precedent was me becoming innocent and beating the case. So say if I did something egregious but I win, somebody else does the same thing under the similar pretenses, they're gonna beat their case. If they got a good lawyer, they're gonna beat their case, because a judge at a lower level, state level, if they're not a part of the Supreme Court, they must go and see preceding cases. They must go in the history and see what cases have similar things going on with the same circumstances. And if everything goes one way towards the defendant or the plaintiff, if in that preceding case, in that case in the past, or if that similar case anywhere can be used to justify somebody's defense or somebody's complaint. If you're on the defense, it could justify your defense. You could win off preceding case, off a case that happened before. That's going on in this election. The dangerous precedent is Harris did not earn her spot in no way, shape, or form in this election to become the number one nominee for the Democratic Party. She was selected and put in front of you. Now, Biden was there. He got votes to become the nominee for president on the Democrat side. He had one bad debate. He got kicked out. They laughed at him. This precedent is so dangerous. Most Americans don't even know how dangerous this is. This is a very dangerous thing that's going on. Our election, God forbid that Kamala Harris wins, our election will be considered a joke from now on, because nobody asked her to be the nominee for president. Nobody went and voted for her. So we're going to get to a couple clips on, on a couple things that happened during the week, such as Cardi B doing her speech, and Lord Jamar, he talks about her having to speak at a rally. But I need y'all to think, we have literal wars that's about to happen. China is circling Taiwan as we speak, waiting for the election results. North Korea, as we speak, is waiting for the election results. Russia, as we speak, is waiting for the election results. The border right now, there's people at the border right now waiting for the election results. So when y'all talk about, we want a female president, you want a president that wasn't chosen for you. She was chosen for you. You did not put up a vote to get her in that position. This The election is more important than you think. Way more important. I know in past elections they say, yo, this is the most important election ever. But I need y'all to understand, they're bringing in illegal migrants by the millions to swamp the vote within these swing states if we lose this election. Your vote is not going to matter no more. We will be under one Democratic Party. But let's get to the clip, man, of Lord Jamar going in on Kamala Harris. Well, going in on Cardi B. When Cardi B just walked in there and was sounding stupid. Like sounding really stupid. Let's get to the tapes, man.
To try to garner, more constituents to your side, is just mind-blowing to me. Like, the way she wasn't able to speak fluently was very disturbing. Her whole history, first of all, her history of who she is. This is an ex-stripper who admitted to drugging dudes and robbing them and all kind of stuff, who has songs like Wet Ass Pussy with
Let me tell y'all something, man. Each of these celebrities, which the average mind doesn't understand, but they're beginning to wake up to, as they look at these celebrities that are magically popping out of nowhere to endorse these people, these politicians, they get a call. Yo, we need you to support Kamala Harris. You don't think that they could pull up these people that was in Cardi B's history, that she spoke about, that she drugged, took their money? You don't think that they have enough reach to call these people or figure who these people are and pay them to say, yo, we need you to put up a lawsuit against Cardi B. We need you to put up a lawsuit against this one, that one. Actually, we're going to actually give you some money so you can do it, because we trying to get this person out of here. They didn't do what we said. You don't think that's possible? They say absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I would say that's true for the most part. But I think people need to start talking about, if you already had that evil within your heart, once you get power, it's really going to show. You're going to show who you really are with power. If you have all leeway to cheat, of course you're going to do it, because that's who you are. If you got all leeway to persuade somebody who has influence, which is every celebrity, every black celebrity has influence. This is why they call all the celebrities and tell them, yo, we're trying to get this agenda passed through. They don't even tell them that, because 90% of these celebrities are stupid. They're just good at music or good at acting or whatever. Yo, we need you to support Kamala. Most of these celebrities don't know nothing about politics. They barely know 7 amendments. They barely know who's telling the truth about what. They're watching the news or getting their information from a biased channel, or the people that backs these celebrities, they tell them, yo, this is what you're going to read off your phone, just like Cardi B did. This is what you're going to say. It's better that you memorize what we tell you to do so you don't look like a stupid idiot up there. But just in case you don't, These voters that are down there in these rallies, they're stupid anyway. So you're gonna read off your phone, do one of your laughs, do talk how you talk on your IG live, the stupid talking. They're gonna eat it up anyway. So you're gonna do this for us. This is your favor for us. You're not gonna have no more shows. You're not gonna get no acting gigs. You're not gonna meet the right devils that we got in the back of these offices to get you at a certain spot musically. It's not gonna happen. You better do this. Diddy's in jail right now. He got tapes on y'all. Tapes will be released when he goes to trial in May. You don't want this to come back biting you. So you better do it. But let's get back to Lord Jamar.
The other one, Meg the Stallion. These are the people that you decide to bring up there to represent your campaign. Like, it's psycho. And then one of the first things they want to talk about is all this quote unquote reproductive rights, which to me is a crock of shit. All of this shit about people, women, the control of their bodies, and it's nonsense. You're fighting for the right to kill children, period, and to be murderers. If it was all about the control of your body, then why isn't suicide not legal?
Listen, I don't care what you say about Lord Jamar. He's speaking complete and total sense right now. They tell you reproductive freedom to get you your heartstrings. They want to pull you by your heartstrings. They want to get you emotionally invested into the vote. When you got emotions involved, when it comes to a logical decision, this is a completely logical decision that you have to make. Who's going to represent your country when we got to talk to President Xi? We got to talk to North Korea, Kim Jong. When we got to talk to Putin, who is going to represent your country? Who's going to bring back jobs that was exported out, that now people are losing their jobs every day, every week, every month, because we decide to export our jobs outside this country to save money? You have to think logically about this. When they pull on your heartstrings, women and some weak men out there, they tell you this is for reproductive freedom. This is for control of your body. You ain't never thought to yourself, back in 2020, 2021, when that pandemic happened, you was told by your place of work, by your business that you stay at, by your whatever organization that you're under that pays you a check every month, every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, or every week, they said, yo, you're going to take this shot or you will suffer consequences. Some of y'all either got laid off, some of y'all checks got reduced, because it wasn't no longer my body, my choice during this time. It was, you better comply, or else you will lose your job. You will be homeless in the street. You will get sick. Or if you get this shot, you won't never get the disease, the virus. You will never get it. And then people still caught it. And then it started spreading. And then before that, people praised Dr. Fauci for bringing such a savior to the society. People started doing that. You gotta wear masks. The thing really clicked. The thing that red pilled me, right? This is the thing that red pilled me. They told us when we go to restaurants, we gotta wear a mask as we walking in, and then when we sitting down, when it's time to eat, we take it off. I must admit, I was still kind of under control of the Democratic Party once that happened. But as time went on, about 2022, it's like I woke up one day and just everything just, I was red pilled. Morpheus came to me and was like, yo, listen, man, you about to take, I'm about to, this red pill, you're going to take it whether you like it or not. I just woke up one day just completely awakened from my slumber of what this Democratic Party put us through and what they brainwashed us into believing. There is no my body, my choice when it's for their benefit, for their companies, Moderna, Pfizer, to pay off their shareholders, to get their agendas going. There was no body, my choice. There was no my body, my choice. Your reproductive freedom, you always had it. You always had it. Certain states have shorter term limits, such as Georgia has 6 weeks. Another state might have 7 months, 6 months. This problem of abortion is to the state level now. It is no longer federal. So when they give you the lies, yo, Trump is going to do this federal ban. How can he do a federal ban when he sent it to the states? I need y'all to use y'all common sense. I need y'all to think. Stop listening to these media outlets that are controlled by the former left. The left, the Democrats aren't the Democrats no more. The Democrats that we grew up on, they're no longer that. They're pro-war. They're pro-transgenderism for minors and kids. They're pro bringing in millions of illegal immigrants to the country and giving them your tax dollars to pay for their food stamps, housing, and health. This election, today is November 5th. This election is not a game.
That's the ultimate control of your body, right? If I decide whether I want to live or not, right? But we don't, that's not legal. I can't be out here just cutting myself. And y'all talk about this same party that talks about having the control of your body tried to force us to get an injection. Where was the control of our bodies at that time? When the people said no, but they was going to get fired and couldn't work and all this type of shit, didn't want to let people on plane, all of this nonsense. Where was the love for the control of the body then? This has nothing to do about women's control of their bodies. This has all to do with population control, which is something that they've been pushing. People like Bill Gates and all of this stuff and this whole woke culture, which is why I'm totally against the Democratic Party and Kamala Harris and what she stands for.
When celebrities speak sense, when a man of notoriety speaks sense, you gotta applaud it because these guys are putting shit on the line. They could have acting gigs. They could have opportunities for them because they support Kamala. This guy chose, nah, I'm not gonna do that. We're not doing that. It's better to it's better to tell the truth. It's better to save your country. It's better to not align with devils, because that's what I believe the Democrat Party has been possessed by. They have been possessed by devils. You understand me? I need y'all to understand this ain't just about a vote. This is about your soul. Let's get to Vivek Ramaswamy. He's talking to a voter, a Kamala Harris supporter, and they're talking about illegal immigrants, and they're both having a discussion of, the topic of illegal immigrants.
Immigrants is inhumane, and I would like to ask you how you would do that and go about that, or
Yes.
if you even agree with that.
So I do agree with the mass deportation of anybody who's in this country illegally, obviously. You got to draw the distinction between illegal and legal immigration. So here's the thing, and I say this as the kid of legal immigrants to this country. Your first act of entering this country cannot break the law. And if you're a lawbreaker, you need to be held accountable to the fullest extent of
Can I
the
say
law
something?
when
I
it
don't
comes to
wanna-
illegal immigration. Go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt you. Thank you. I think that our legal immigration process takes way too long, and it motivates people to come here illegally. It takes, on average, about 10 years.
If we don't
to
like the
come
law,
here.
so I'm not gonna.
This is what most of y'all. This is what most of y'all naive voters that are too nice and too ignorant about what's really going on with illegal immigration. I'm sure Vivek is gonna explain this, but every other country besides America right now in 2024, hopefully that changes when Trump wins. Hopefully that changes when Trump wins. You're gonna this is what y'all gotta understand, right? Hold on. Let me get back to that video. This is what y'all gotta understand. Every other country's illegal or legal immigration system is way more strict than ours by you wouldn't believe. It's way more strict. There's no way we going into another country and we're voting in their election. Illegal immigration going across the border is a crime. So you could be the nicest person coming from such and such place, Russia, Mexico. Once you go across the border, you have committed a crime. So now you're a criminal. Period. You're now a criminal.
Legal immigration process takes way too long, and it motivates people to come here illegally. It takes, on average, about 10 years.
If we don't
to
like the
come
law,
here.
so I'm not gonna push you. There's a lot that's broken with our legal immigration system in all directions.
Sure.
That is not an excuse for breaking the law to enter this country. Okay, I'll tell you what's inhumane. Let me tell you what's inhumane.
Sure.
325,000 kids who were trafficked across the southern border.
I think that's a problem.
That are no
Yeah.
longer found. That's a direct consequence of our open border policies and the cartels. Here's what's inhumane. Fentanyl pouring across our southern border, killing the kids of including
Can
the
I
young
say
mother who
something?
actually asked that question earlier.
Oh my God, I'm
Seal
so
that southern
sorry for
border.
her loss. Obviously, I'm not in
And it's a
support
consequence
fentanyl.
of the border policies.
No, can I tell you something?
Do you agree with that?
No, it's
You
not.
don't agree it's a consequence
because
of the
about,
border policies?
No, I don't believe that. Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because about 88% of the fentanyl that is coming in through the Mexican border is from legal immigrants or legal American citizens, and that's a
By
fact.
the
You can
cartels
look
that
it
have
up.
left it open.
No, that's not cartels.
It's cartel. It absolutely.
I've never heard somebody say the fentanyl that's coming in is by it's by Americans, citizens. Where do they get the fentanyl from? It has to come from somewhere, right? So the cartels can't really come in. So wouldn't they have to pass it to a drug dealer that's probably an American citizen from the border? Wouldn't that make sense? That, we got this, you know what I'm saying? So I need you to meet me over here and come get it. They can't cross over here because a lot of them are probably on that list of most wanted and very dangerous people that the border patrol just has their pictures just right up there on the wall. So they got to distribute it however they can through whatever systems, whatever routes they can. And it's probably coming into a drug dealer that's probably a U.S. citizen. So he's probably right about that. But they still got to get the fentanyl from somewhere. Fentanyl comes from China. Well, at least the ones that stepped on, that's killing everybody over here. The thousands, the hundreds of thousands of people that it has killed over here so far. So he's not saying his point is very skewed towards illegal immigration being something good for the country. Nah, bro.
It is.
Look it
it's
up.
a network. It's synthetic fentanyl. It's not even actual like original fentanyl. It's synthetic fentanyl made by Mexican drug cartels, transported across the Rio Grande.
Whatever it is, I urge everyone to look it up right now. 80% of the fentanyl coming over the Mexican border is from legal American citizens.
So let's just talk about the 20%. That's still enough to kill 20,000 Americans
obviously,
every year.
I don't agree with. Again, I'm not trying to say I'm in support of anyone dying. I'm not saying that.
So let me ask you a question.
Sure.
If somebody breaks the law, should they be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law?
Well, I think if an illegal immigrant comes over here and they break the law and kill an American citizen, they should be deported. But I don't think
If an illegal immigrant votes in this election, should they be immediately deported?
I think so, but that's
Good.
not really even happening.
I disagree with that. That's happening.
It's
There's
not. We
documented
have some of the
cases that.
safest elections.
But if it happens, so
if it were to
let me just
happen-
see. I'm a big believer in finding common ground. Tell me your name
sure.
again.
My name's Matt.
So Matt agrees with us. Tell me in the audience, everybody agrees, and I think I want this as a message that I want everybody to hear over the next 4 days. From are you Democrat or Republican? Independent.
God.
From a
Left.
a left-leaning guy to a right-leaning guy. Okay, we agree that if you're an illegal in this country and you vote in this election, we will deport you immediately to your country of origin.
Can I say?
Do we agree with that? We found some common ground today. We found some common ground.
Can I say that's not really happening? It's a non-issue.
If
it
happens,
were to happen,
if
sure.
it happens, there we are.
But
there
we can't
go.
get hypothetical
There we go.
with it.
No, so now let's get back to here's why we need the deportations.
Okay.
Do you agree that there are people who should be able to enter this country based on merit who are unable to enter it today?
Yeah, because of our policies. Yeah.
And so is it fair that somebody who entered this country illegally is now somehow being rewarded with the benefits of this country when people who tried to follow the law are the ones penalized? Is that humane?
They're not getting illegal immigrants can't get Medicare.
Illegal immigrants are absolutely getting government.
Listen, these guys right here that be on the left, especially this guy, I could tell he watches the news. The news is left-leaning. They're not gonna tell the people that they want to gain their support from, especially for a leftist candidate. They're not gonna tell the watcher, yo, this is the facts, okay? You're not gonna like these facts about this person that we want you to support. So we're not gonna tell you it. We're gonna tell you all the things that supports this candidate by any means necessary. We're gonna give you. We're gonna edit. We're gonna change up. We're gonna completely lie and give you whatever we want you to know. This man just said that illegal immigrants aren't getting Medicare. Illegal immigrants aren't getting funding when they come over to this country. He just said that. And there is so much proof of what he denies. The guy with the I Love Haunted Mound shirt, that it's baffling. And this is why the news is failing. The mainstream media is failing. Joe Rogan's, the Patrick Bet Davids, the independent podcasters on YouTube are getting more views than these mainstream media companies. This is why a couple days ago, Jeff Bezos said, yo, we're no longer gonna support endorsing a president. We're gonna stick to straight journalism and we're gonna tell the truth, because the podcasters are running the game, because they are going off truth. They are going off telling the public the truth and keeping the American, the person that wants the truth, informed. It's not biased towards this side or that side. It's, yo, this is the truth. This is the unedited truth. We're going to give it to you anyway. All right? So every other newspaper, every other news channel, they're all going to go into that direction. Joe Rogan scored 40 million views in 2 or 3 days off of Donald Trump coming to his podcast. That's more views than every news channel had probably that week. JD Vance came up there. Let me see how much. Let me see how much JD Vance. Let me see how much JD Vance got on Joe Rogan. Let me see how much JD Vance got on Joe Rogan. JD Vance, his interview with Joe Rogan got 14 million. It got 14 million. You understand me? Mainstream media ain't getting them type of views. Not in 1 day. Not in 5 days. And if they are getting those type of views, people are looking at it like with an eyebrow like, this don't sound, this ain't real, and this is wrong. This is misinformation. So I need y'all, when y'all go out there to vote, hopefully tomorrow everything is back in the rightful order and Donald Trump wins. Everything will go back to real journalism.
Assistance.
No, they're not.
They're getting
just
massive.
Not.
So illegal immigrants are staying. There's
Coming over the border.
so I'll tell you right now. I got my first job. I got my first job in New York City in 2007. It was in the eve of the 2008 crisis. When my parents would come to town, there would be hotels that we could not afford to have my own family stay in to visit me as a natural-born citizen of this country that are now being used to house illegal immigrants in the city of New York. There's government aid left and right. I went to the south side of Chicago, traditionally a left-leaning region, okay? 95% black, 150% Democrat room, where they are actually being displaced from South Shore High School because they're using that as a source for housing illegals, giving away sneakers and baby formula that many people in that community couldn't access last year. So are illegal immigrants benefiting from the United States welfare state and government assistance? Absolutely they are. And I don't think that that's humane to the Americans who live here. I don't think it's humane to immigrants who are unable to lie. You know, I want to say this about immigration. We got two questions.
Can I say one? I
just want to make one point because it's a fact. The number one human attribute that our current immigration system rewards is not your ability to work hard. It's not your intelligence. It's not your love of this country. It's not whether you can speak English. The number one human attribute that our current immigration system rewards is your willingness to lie to the U.S. government. If you lie, you get in. If you don't lie, if you say that, okay, well, I can't in good conscience tell you that I'm facing persecution to check the box of asylum. If you're an honest person, you're not rewarded. If you're a dishonest person, you are rewarded. So it is no accident that people whose first act of entering this country breaks the law and they lie while doing it tend to continue to commit more crimes while they're already here, which is happening.
I don't think those people should even be in a place to lie because we have sanctions on Venezuela, and a lot of Venezuelans are going through hardship and they want to come here. And that's
not our job to take them. It's not our job to take them.
But we have sanctions on them. It's a direct result of our policy towards Venezuela.
Well, Venezuela's actually had...
It's not our job to take them. Every other country besides us, I don't know what we went wrong. We got very soft. We got these candidates and these people in the office that are for an agenda to censor you, to take away your masculinity, to make men the enemy. So society in itself became softer. We became softer on crime. Look at California. We became softer on migrants doing crimes. We became softer on just everything that just goes against the Constitution. There are some people that are in these offices right now that want to get rid of the Constitution. John Kerry once says the First Amendment is a problem. Y'all are asleep. Y'all are smoking weed. Y'all are distracted. Y'all aren't looking at what's going on in real life. Some of y'all live and work in these blue cities. You know you got migrants crossing the border. You know you got migrants getting 6 to 7, 8, 9, 10,000 in food stamps. You know some migrants bought their first house before you thought about getting your first house. Or even had an opportunity, and you live here longer than them. But you're not awake to it. You still vote blue because you don't know no better. You're ignorant to what's going on. Trust me, I used to be just like you. Not too long ago, neither. 3 years ago, I used to be just like you. Then I woke up. I'm going to need you to wake up a little faster. Everything that you consider to be a conspiracy, or people telling you like, oh, this is what's going on, and you consider it to be a conspiracy, it's very real. That's what's going on. I don't want to say I told you so and we're in the worst state we've ever been in our lives. I want to say I told you so when we're in the new golden era of America. The greatest it's ever been and ever. We're going to be in the greatest generation ever. This goes the right way today in this election. I'm going to need you to wake up faster. Okay? But that's it. That's all for this video. Y'all can look up Vivek schooling this kid on this situation. To be honest, I got to use the bathroom, so I'm going to end this video early. I'm out of here.